Hey, it's Greg from 99.7 Now and Big Bay Mornings, and I am here with board-certified plastic surgeon Dr. Bay. What's going on, Dr. Bay?
Things are good. Things are good. Baby's sleeping well, and we've got a lot of surgery scheduled for all of our patients. And everybody loves to get that education, get their education on by watching us on Snapchat and Instagram. So, of course, with the patient's permission,
What is
but
the
things are
Snap?
going well.
What is the Snapchat and Instagram?
Oh, it's Real Dr. Bay, RealDrBae, not BAY. That's Real Dr. Bay on Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok. And the website's realdrbay.com.
I have
But
a friend
hopefully,
who's
if you're watching this video right now, you probably already know that.
Yeah, I have a friend who's fascinated with watching you do surgery. I sort of do it like this. I can back and forth, but she loves it. So I know some people are really into watching surgery. Some people can't stomach it as much, but it's cool to be able to see the procedure, such transparency, at your office. So we love that. You can also check out videos of a Brazilian butt lift. I get asked a lot of questions about this. This is like the rage. It's all over TV, right?
It
All over
is.
reality TV. So, what exactly is it, and who is the right candidate for like a Brazilian butt lift?
Yeah, the Brazilian butt lift, along with all the other operations that we do, people love watching it. They love watching the surgery. Again, we get the patient's permission to broadcast these things on our social media. And even though I know that you get a little squeamish by it, and obviously I respect people's choice to turn it off and not
Yeah.
watch,
Oh, people are
but
fascinated.
it
Yeah.
but it's the most educational way to show anybody a procedure that they're considering. I mean, like think about before how you would do a consultation. You would like read about it. You would then go and talk to the doctor for 45 minutes for a consultation who you had never met the doctor before because you hadn't seen them on social media. I mean, like there's so much more to be gained by watching the operation
Hmm.
by that doctor that you're thinking about going to for months, and then you see the procedure, then you go in and you actually meet the doctor during the consultation. I mean, it's much more educational now than it ever could have been. But specifically with the Brazilian butt lift, what we're doing there is it's kind of a 2-for-1 operation. We're doing liposuction first to get fat, and then we inject the fat in the butt. Now, as far as the liposuction, we're taking fat from the abdomen, the flanks, the love handles, the broad chub, 360 degrees around the torso. So by getting all that fat, you're already just kind of slimming down, trimming down your torso, trimming down your body. But this being California, everybody wants to reuse, recycle, repurpose their
You can do that
supplies,
with fat
including
as
fat,
well,
and
right?
might as well do it with fat. So we take that fat and we put it into the butt. And it used to be years ago, just like get a big old butt, like booty shaking, a hip hop video or something like that. But people are coming in for all types of shapes and sizes and walks of life now to get it. And they're not just getting a big butt. They just want to have a little bit more shape to that butt. They want more of that hourglass figure. They want like a thin waist, which we can get with
Yeah.
liposuction and a tummy tuck. And then they want to fill out the hips, the hip dips, and get a little wider hips. So we can get them that hourglass figure with liposuction and then with fat injections to the
Well,
buttocks. And so it could be younger girls that feel like they don't have a butt at all, and we can give them more projection, again, filling the hip dips. But then also, we're seeing 50 and 60-year-old women coming in. And before you think, wow, that's crazy, like they think they're still trying to hang on to their youth, it's really not that. Think about older women after breastfeeding or whatever, weight loss maybe, they get deflated breast. And then they come in and they get breast implants or a breast lift. We don't think anything strange about that. The same thing can happen to the butt. It can get deflated. And so you want to lift it up. And one of the ways we lift it up is to do liposuction to their whole body as far as the abdomen, flanks, back, broad chub. Take that fat and then put it in their butt, give them more volume, and that lifts their butt, doesn't look as deflated. And they are really, really happy patients.
well, listen to
Um,
this. I have one cheek that's a little bit fuller than the other cheek, but that could be fixed, right? You could make me more symmetrical.
well, that's true. Like a butt cheek. Your cheek,
Yeah.
these
No,
cheeks are
no,
your butt
no.
cheek.
Down here. I'm talking about down below.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, people will have like for a good example, talking about what you're referring to is people will get like a steroid injection into their butt at some point in their life. And we know steroids can cause fat atrophy, which is where the fat dies and they get a little depression in their butt, or their whole butt is just a little bit smaller than the other. And so, yes, you can take fat, fill in that little defect, maybe that was caused by a steroid injection, or fill in or just volumize the whole butt cheek to make it more symmetrical. The patient does have to understand, though, that 50% of the fat goes away after about 6 months. So we do tend to overfill. So I always warn my patients, your butt will be
Right.
bigger than you want it to be initially, but I
And then it's
promise
gonna
it'll
go
go
down.
down.
That's okay.
And
You can go to Brazil or you can go to Miami during those months where you got the really big booty because they love you down there.
right, exactly, right. And I have found that the patients who are going to Miami, they do want a certain kind of booty
Of
that I might not
course,
necessarily be giving them
it's a
here.
Miami booty.
It's a Miami booty, and so we're giving them more of a San Francisco booty, more a little more understated. Really helps them fill out their clothes, and they're very pleased with it. A Pacific Heights
Perfect.
booty.
All right, I love it. Dr. Bay, shout out your Instagram and also where you can get pricing on this.
Yeah. You can check pricing for all of our procedures at realdrbae.com/pricing. That's REALDRBAE, not BAY. And you can schedule a consult, virtual or in person, at realdrbae.com/contact. And watch us on Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok at realdrbae, REALDRBAE.
All right, thanks. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.